right-clicking with magic. Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Magicraft. I'm Super Sleuth, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of Thaumcrafting. I want to get into some alchemy, and if you haven't been confused enough by this mod, you're going to really have your mind blown at this point. So let's get right into it. One of you guys, huh? So I've been busy around here, just trying to get some things situated. I got a little shed over here for gardening supplies and food and other stuff. And down this way, what we're going to do, we're going to build our Alchemy Station right down here. And what I want to do is build, first, we're going to want this wand focus of equal trade. So in order to do that, we need to make a few balanced shards first. And shards. So in order to do that, we have to create a crucible, and we're just gonna do it. I'm not even gonna try to explain it. So what we have to do is we put a little hole in the ground like this. We're gonna put some heat, lava. Actually, you know what? What I want to do before that is I want to make this night ore, because then we don't have to use lava. I think you could use it as a consistent heat source. And it's pretty stable, so that's the first thing we're going to make. So it just requires a little bit of glowstone into the crucible. So in order to make a crucible, you take your cauldron, you place it down, and I think you just shift right click it. And you can pick it right back up. So then we're going to take the crucible, and you put it over top, you fill it with water, and once it starts to boil, I think we just toss in our glowstone, and it's going to spit a piece of night ore back out at us. So let's see how this works. I'm afraid if you do some of this stuff wrong, you can get explosions and hallucinations and all kinds of crazy stuff. So hopefully we don't get that. Did we get night ore? Do I have to do something? It took it. I thought that it should just give it to us. Let's put another piece in. Oh yeah, we're gonna have some side effects from this for sure. Do I right click? No. Empty hand right click? Nope. No night ore in my inventory. This is gonna be a problem. Okay, so that is flux. And if you do this incorrectly, you can cause a lot of flux to come out. And I don't know what it does, but in some videos where it's just like spilling out all over the place. Alright, let me look into this and figure out how to actually get the night ore out of here, and I'll be right back. So I think I kind of got it figured out a little bit. If we take a look at the Thauminomicon, and we click on night ore, it's showing us that in order to create night ore, we have to have 3 Ignis, 3 Lux, and 3 Potentia in our crucible. And in order to get that, we need to smelt certain items, or distill them, I guess you could say. That's not what I wanted to click. So what we do is we go in here, and we can take a look at what items contain what aspects that we need. So, fire, we need 3 fire in there, Ignis, which is contained in all of these items. We also need 3 Lux, which is contained in torches, as well as glowstone and a few other things. And we also need 3 Potentia, right here. So we can see that it's in redstone, which is what I'm going to use. So I think the way to do this, and you can see I've got some flux up on the ceiling here, which is very strange, is I'm going to throw in a piece of redstone. And you can see that I have 2 Potentia in there. So I could add 1 more. Brought us up to 4. I now am going to add the light. 1, 2, 3. And then the glowstone should add... wait a minute. Oh, I'm gonna make another mess, aren't I? What am I forgetting? Potentia, Lux, Fire. How come I'm not getting fire? Man, there's so many planes flying over my apartment right now. It's driving me nuts. It's making it extremely difficult to try and record this. Fire, 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 fire. Ignis. Do I have any of this on me? I do not. Get some coal. Let me get some coal real quick. Now, the longer this sits in here, it starts to degrade after a little bit. So the longer it sits in there, I'm going to get more flux and all kinds of nonsense. One. And I think if I toss in one more piece of glowstone, there we go. So I got a piece of nidor. I already had one. So now I got two. Oh, what did I just throw in there? I don't even know what I just tossed in there. Probably something I should have not thrown in. Alright, so that's that. So now what we could do is... this is going to make a huge mess, and you guys are probably going to laugh at me. So, in order to get rid of all of this, so it's not just sitting here going stale, essentially. Man, there's a lot of aspects in there. You shift and right-click, and you end up with a bunch of flux all over the place. So I think I can just kind of put that out like that. So now I can pick this up. I can pick up my lava. And I can put down one of these nidor. There we go. And I can put my crucible back on top of that. And I can pick this all back up. And now I don't have to worry about setting my house on fire. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try and make some of those, what is this here? Wand focus of equal trade. So we need to make a few balanced shards. And I probably could have just tossed them in just now. So I need to have 2 air. Oh, so this is pretty much 2 of any aspect of these 5. 2 of 5 different aspects. So maybe what I'll do is look to see what items contain the most aspects. So we'll do that, and I'll be right back. Here goes nothing. I think I got it figured out. If we... 1, 2, 3, 4... Wait, how many do I need? Just 2 of each, that's right. So... that... Okay, 4, 4, 4, and then... I think that might do it. Maybe? No? Oh, jeez. Why? Why must you mock me? That's everything, is it not? Two of any of the 5 primal aspects, right? And then a shard. Do I not have 2 of any of the 5 there? We've got Ignis, Terra, Air, Aqua, Perdito. Oh, come on. Do I need more? This is a freaking nightmare. I even tried to look up a recipe, too. I have no idea what else to put in there. I don't know, let's put a piece of coal in, I guess, and see what happens. Oh, this is just such a freaking waste. Waste of my shards. Yeah, this is just not... This is just not gonna work. Oh, so much construction outside of my apartment, too. This is awful. I am gonna make a huge mess when this all goes. This is all gonna turn to flux. Oh, man. Just one more. Oh, there we go. We finally got one. And I just threw them all in. Yep, we got a problem here. Yep. Okay, I think I got it now. I looked up a recipe, And if we do 2 cobblestone, 2 sugarcane, 1 gunpowder, which we don't need, and a water shard. Order. There we go. So we got 2. So I think if we just keep doing this, maybe we'll get, I need 4, I think. So let's just keep going. Okay, that's 4. I'll make sure not to throw them back in this time. I think that's enough. Oh, I hear you. That was strange. I wonder what killed that creeper. Okay, well, let's get rid of this. Alright, so I actually needed 8 of those shards, so I just went ahead and I made 4 more. Quick and easy now that I know what the recipe is. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make the wand foci, which I think the recipe goes something like this. And we put a quicksilver in the middle. Where'd my quicksilver go? There it is. And we put our wand up there. Wand focus, equal trade. Okay, so that gives us 1. So we'll do 1 more. Boom, boom. Put you in the middle. Boom, 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 boom. And then there we go. And now I think we can... How do we do this? Now I think we can... Yes, select it on our wand. And I have no idea how it works. Okay, so the Arcane Lamp. First, we start off with a block of amber, which we make just like that. And then we put that back in here. We put 2 pieces of iron. And daylight sensor. And what's the last thing I'm forgetting? Probably glass, and I didn't make any. Ah, the Nidor. And there we go. And now I want to show you what this does. This is a very cool lamp to have, because what we will do is light up an area very, very well. So right now, there goes an airplane flying over me. What we can do, come on, if I place it over here, yeah, I got creepered in here just a minute ago, unfortunately. If I placed it, what just happened? There we go. Put that there, I can get rid of all of my torches, and this room will eventually fill up with light, as if all these torches were still here. So let's just get rid of that. So you can see it's starting to light up a little bit. See it light up over there. Let's get rid of this. And it's going to light up any spawnable area in here, which I need, because clearly I got creepered in here. So now everything is lit up, and all just by 1 lamp. So that's awesome. So let's take a look at this. The first step in this process requires an alchemical furnace. The alchemical furnace works much like a normal furnace by burning coal to produce heat, but instead of smelting ore into metal, it breaks down objects into a slurry of raw, unprocessed essentia. So this is going to be a really great way for me to actually get essentia to do spells and other things like that. So I've gone ahead and I've made all the required pieces that we need. And we're going to see if we can actually make this work. I don't know. We'll try it out. So the first thing that we need is this here, the Alchemical Furnace. So I think we just put that down. On top of that, you put an Arcane Lamp. Yeah, shift click onto that. And then, I think off of that, we just need to have some pipes. And fire truck behind me. I'll wait. Alright, so I think we just connect these pipes just like this, and if we put one of these warded jars on the bottom, now that is connected, and I think as we get more advanced we can actually have multiple pipes and multiple alembics smelting different types of essentia out. So what we're going to do, we're going to start simple, since clearly I can't even get the hang of this to begin with, so we're going to go as simple as possible. And I think all we need to do is put a piece of coal in there and put whatever item we want to get the essentia out of. So I chose netherrack because what am I ever going to use this for? Netherrack has terra and fire, which I can't remember what the name of it is, but I think if we put, let's just start with a 1/4 of a stack. So I think what is going to happen is that we're going to get 2 of those aspects out of there. One of them is going to go into this jar, and the other one is going to stay contained in here. So fire is staying contained into there. Once this jar gets filled, I can swap this out and put another water jar there, and the fire aspect will come out and go into that jar. But this might be backed up now. Maybe I want to change it out now. I'm not too sure how this is going to work. Actually, let's see. So there's 2 to 1. There should be more Terra in there than the fire aspect. But let's see. I don't think this will blow up on me. I hope. So I only have 1 Terra in there and 16 of the fire. What is the fire called again? I need to know. This is where I get blown up by a creeper. Ignis! Okay, so Ignis. So we have 16 Ignis and 1 Terra in there. I think that's all we're going to get. So what we're going to do is we're going to break that. And then we're going to swap it out. And I think all the Ignis is going to go in there. Hopefully all 16. Yep, look at it go. Sweet. And now we have Terra burning again. 2, 3. Cool. So we're going to swap that back. And the idea is, as you get more advanced, you can have more of these pipes so that I don't have to keep swapping out these jars. I can have 1 pipe going to Terra, 1 pipe going to Ignis, 1 pipe going to air, and so on and so forth. Oh, okay. I guess that's it. So, 13. Cool. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is like the heat value or what, but that actually worked out really well. Alright, so I figured I'm not testing my luck enough. I put another alembic on top. And I want to see if it's just this easy to separate the two. What I'm going to do is put the jars down after the first essence comes out. We'll see. Oh, let's try this out. Put 1 piece in there. We got 42. So let's see what happens. Where's my warded jars? They're probably right in front of my face. Here we go. There's an empty one, and then the half full one. So we have, okay, so it looks like the Terra is in the bottom one and Ignis is on the top one. So if it's really just that easy, that's pretty cool. Look at that. And we're doing both at the same time. 2 for 1, baby. Okay, so they just switched places. We had Terra coming out from here and Ignis coming out from up here. So now they changed. So I guess it's not quite that simple. Yes, there is a little bit of finagling that has to be done. Did we lose a bunch? No, we're good. So, that is now full. That's what I wanted. So, I guess maybe that's where the valves and stuff come in, where you can actually control what is going where. So we'll have to look into that. I'll play with that off camera between now and whenever the next episode is going to be. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me once again. Let me know what you think about the texture pack. I forgot to mention that I'm using the John Smith Technicians texture pack. I'm giving it a try. I don't know. I'm kind of like half and half on it. You tell me what you think, and we'll go from there. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next episode where we're going to do a little bit more thaumilogical stuff. I don't know. Maybe we'll do something more fun. I don't know. Whatever. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.